Tales from the wild. Stories from the heart. A journey into the mind and soul of fired-up business professionals where they share their vision for the future. And hear from a different non-profit organization every month as they create awareness of their goals and their needs. Dive into a world of untamed passion as we join our host, Shireen Buerta, for this month's episode of Friends from Wild Places.
I'm going to pop in here with a little bit of a Buzzsprout ad, listeners. You know, Friends from Wild Places, we absolutely love using the platform Buzzsprout. So we cannot not mention them. Podcasting isn't hard when you do have the right partners. So Buzzsprout is an amazing partner to have, and they're passionate about helping you succeed, which is what you want. So if you join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world, you'll be on the right track. So when I started this podcast, I didn't know where to begin and was quite overwhelmed, but using Buzzsprout makes it super easy and straightforward. One platform, it reaches all the different podcast live stream platforms. And to start your own podcast, all you need to do is to go follow the link in the show notes, and this allows Buzzsprout to get alerted and to know that you are being sent by us, and it also supports our show. So we really appreciate your clicks and likes. But with that said, Franklin, back to you. Could you tell us one of the biggest struggles that you've faced on this road that you've walked and how you overcame it?
Wow. If I'm honest to you, I think the biggest challenge is being myself. Again, with the self-confidence and all of it, I do something that is really bad sometimes, that is compare myself to others. And that stops you from getting where you want to be. I believe that I have missed, even though I am very grateful to be where I am, but I have missed so many opportunities because of not daring to ask, not daring to look for solutions, or thinking that I could be bothering somebody. So I believe that this is my biggest challenge, it's being myself. By the way, I'm working on it.
Oh, no. Isn't that amazing? We're all a work in progress, right? So we're all working on the one thing that we all struggle with the most. And you're not the only one, Franklin. I think we've all been through those phases where we compare ourselves to other authors, other illustrators, other business owners, other entrepreneurs doing similar things. Why aren't we where they are? You know, we've all done it. So you're definitely not alone. Before we move on to the non-profit, Tanya, do you have any other questions that you would like to ask Franklin before we move on?
I would have I would have 100 of questions, but no.
Okay.
Sorry.
So Franklin, I just want, maybe I know we've talked a lot like philosophically and heard your journey. What can you share about the different places that you've lived? Like, for example, like, you know, from Venezuela to France to, you know, now to Geneva, Switzerland. How has it been different? Like you, because you're still you living in these three different spaces, right? So how has that evolved? How has that, you know, how do you find it, you know, just like, I mean, again, and it's completely different countries with different languages on top of it.
I'm going to be honest to you. I loved it because I have a joker in my hand, and that is since I am a Latino, I can express some emotions, you know, how we are sometimes, and people say, okay, it's fine. But the good thing is I can be three different persons at the same time, because people will understand you are not from this country. They know that you are from somewhere else. And sometimes when people, they share their problems, they share their whatever, I just, this is not what it will suffer for, you know. Just like I can compare selfishly, I mean, could be selfish in that moment, but it's just like I come from a country where we lack of punctuality, where the bus will never get on time, where finding medicine, it's so hard. Where this and that, we have so much problems, like real problems there. And when I'm here and you see people complaining about the weather, which I complain about the weather sometimes, but I think, well, I'm from somewhere else. I'm so grateful to be here. I can react. I can see the good things from here I didn't have there, So I think it's a blessing because I can see things that most people don't. And I can react in a way that one people cannot react, but they will understand because I'm not from here. So I decide how to act, what to say, and what emotions to live. They will forgive me for that. And I think this is my joker, the one that I have him hitting my hands. And I love it. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your experience? And again, not to have a stereotype, but what's been your experience living in France? Like how was that? And then if you could share just maybe 1 or 2 sentences on Switzerland, how are those different?
I love the quiet. I love the cold. I love the fresh, not the cold. I love the fresh. I love the people they are so prudent, so silent, and so distant sometimes. I love that because
Switzerland or
finally
France? Switzerland is quiet?
Yeah. Actually, both of countries they're similar in that way. I think Swiss are more reserved than French people. In a lot of ways, they are more diplomatic in the way that they are not going to express their feelings more openly. French people, they do express their feelings. Even I just don't want to say something wrong, but French people love to complain. For example, it's in their culture to complain about things that are not going well. Swiss people, they don't complain a lot. Swiss people, they just keep things for themselves, and I like that. What I like from French is when they're complaining, well, you're heard when you're complaining. And this is a good thing because sometimes we keep things, we don't say things because we don't want to bother, but sometimes we have to say that. So there is a good and bad for each country. I think that I love in Switzerland, what I like is people being so quiet and so prudent. And they speak so many languages as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you want to meet somebody who speaks many languages, you have to come to Switzerland. It's unbelievable.
Nice.
Well, I'm fascinated by you. But I think that's another book though, Franklin, because when you speak, you're like, you have a very calm voice. So I can envision you writing a book about the 3 spaces and places that you've been in, and you're still Franklin, but you've learned the languages, you've really adapted, through resilience and perseverance. But I think that's a future book because you capture things that most people don't. I guess that's what my takeaway is. You really have an insight from, and it's because it's not coming from, even when you're apologizing about like, oh, I don't mean to, it's not coming from pretentious or arrogance. It's coming from truly like an insightful gift. I think that's what I'm taking away. So my question before I turn you back to Shireen, what is a future place, like either you want to visit, or I understand you're a cabin crew, but is there a future place maybe that you really have not been to or you want to spend more time or even to live in, like right now? If you could say, Franklin, after this podcast, we're beaming you to wherever you want to go, where would that be?
Actually, if I don't want to move where I am, I'm happy. I think I have my place. I have found my place. I'm happy here. I do not want to move.
Wow.
No, honestly, at least for now. I don't see myself living somewhere else. I'm like really happy here. I love the mountain. When I open the windows every morning, I see the Le Mont Blanc. Le Mont Blanc is like a white mountain. It's a very well-known mountain here. I love it. And I say, thank you for being just in front of my eyes. I have Les Salèves is another mountain that is very huge, very famous here. And then I have the other, Le Jura. I have 3 main mountains in front of my apartment. The air that I breathe here is so fresh. It's so clear. I do not want to. For me, this is life, and thus I want to stay here for now. Okay, maybe I can change my mind from a few years, but I'm happy where I am.
Love
What is where I want to be on vacation next time? In La Amalfitana Costa. It's in Italy.
Italy, okay. Italiano.
Like, I think that Italy is kind of the country that you can spend vacations and never be disappointed. It's just my opinion. To begin with the language, it is absolutely beautiful. And then there is the food. Oh my God. And the wine. French wines are really good. But in Italy, when you are there and you...
No.
Just,
I'm with you. I share the same, I definitely share the same ideal, because I have to go to Italy. I have to go for the food, for the wine, because I've just heard so many great things about it. So I hear you. Franklin.
One more question. Franklin,
Yes,
how about the US? How about the US? You coming to the US anytime soon or no?
Well, I've been in the US before, and I love it. I've been in Tennessee. I've been in New York and New Jersey, of course. It's like, and I loved it. I have to go to the US anytime soon. I have my friends, really good friends there, and I have family there also in New York. I live in, so I have to go and see them.
Okay. Well, now you have a friend in Florida, so.
No, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to chat about the nonprofit here at Friends from Wild Places.
Yeah.
We absolutely love to support nonprofits for the month, where we can lend a hand, help the community, donate where we can. It's to take the focus off yourself and put it on somebody else. So this month we're going to support Toastmasters International. We'll have all the links in the show notes for you, listeners. So if you want to go and click and find out more about the Toastmasters International, please go ahead and do so. But Franklin, would you mind just taking a few moments just to let the listeners know a little bit more about who and what Toastmasters International is all about and how we can support them?
Toastmasters International is a worldwide nonprofit organization that help people to get better at public speaking and gain confidence when they are speaking, organize their ideas, and structure those ideas as well. But it's not only about public speaking, it is about leadership. The meetings that are held, mostly in English, are organized by the many roles taken there. We have the person who is leading the meeting, then we have somebody who is taking the time, somebody who is taking note of the filler words that we use. Sometimes we don't know, but when we speak, we say, so somebody's listening to you, taking notes and all of it. And at the end of the meeting, the reports are given, and then you realize all of the little mistakes you've been doing while you were speaking. And it is amazing because as a leader, we believe that leader is somebody who is the boss, it's somebody who is actually inspiring others and leading those people to take action in somehow. Those meetings are fantastic. Those meetings are full of fun, and it's a learning environment. So I've been doing this for almost 2 years and a half. And the impact it got on me is that I can express myself better now, even though I'm nervous. Like I told you before, now I'm a better liar. I can pretend better that I am not nervous when I am terrified. And this is the organization that I've been working on so proudly. I loved it being there. And the people you meet are fantastic. Why? Because most of the people who attend Toastmasters are people who want to improve themselves somehow. They want to announce themselves as an author. There are people who want to shape their brand, self-brand, just so many ideas. And somehow you are surrounded by people who have incredible ideas and incredible energy, and you take that with you. You take that with you to your house and you grow with them as well. So I believe that I'm gonna keep attending those meetings, inspire other people. Just like my role as well is just like to give advices to people who are starting in that path. And yeah, this is, and I'm telling you, I'm happy here because I have my community just not far from my house, and I love it.
Absolutely. Stay plugged
Do you?
into that community. If you've got it and you found it, stay plugged in there. It's definitely worth it. Awesome. So we have come to the part of the podcast where we're going to get a little bit more lighthearted, play a little game. The game we're playing is called Fact or Opinion. Tanya has played this with me before.
Oh no.
It's very, very basic game, but it's actually quite interesting. I will say a sentence, a statement, and we decide whether it was fact or opinion. And then I'll let you know if it is true or not. So with that being said, let's move on to the first sentence. And the sentence goes like this. The cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. Is this fact or is it opinion? The cheetah is the fastest land animal in the world. Fact or opinion?
I've heard before that it is, so I believe it's a fact because I've heard this, but I cannot tell you.
Okay, Tanya, what do you think?
I'm not familiar with the cheetah, so I'll go opposite of Franklin. I'm gonna say opinion.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, I know the answer to this because I'm from South Africa, but it is actually fact. This is
Wow, good for you, Franklin.
yeah, this is verifiable truth supported by scientific records, with cheetahs reaching speeds between 109 and 120 kilometers per hour. I don't know what that is in miles per hour, Tanya, not sure, but it's super fast.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Yeah.
All right,
See, you
next.
learn something new every day, right? We learn something new every day.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Not to mention cheetahs are beautiful. Beautiful cats. All right, next one. Video games are a more engaging and educational way to learn than reading books. Is this true or opinion? Tanya, you want to start?
Video games are more, what's the keyword? Educational or
Yeah, video games are a more engaging and educational way to learn than reading books. Opinion or fact?
I'm gonna go with fact.
Okay. What about yourself, Franklin?
Well, it is more engaging, of course, which it could be more educational. When you attract somebody, I think it's a fact then. I will go for a fact as Tanya.
Okay, all right. Well, guys, this is actually only an opinion. While some may find video games educational, engaging is a subjective feeling that varies from person to person. Others may believe reading is more enjoyable. So that is an opinion.
Oh, okay, fun.
Very good, though. It's very interesting.
Fun.
Just because, and I'll tell you now after this next one why I think this is so interesting. Okay, the next sentence, right? Here we go. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. Is this fact or is this opinion? Franklin? Water boils, let me say it again. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius at sea level. Is this fact or opinion?
No, I wouldn't say it either. It's just I will say I will say again it's a fact, just like that.
Okay, Tanya.
I'm not one on the water expert here, so does water boils at 100 degrees Celsius? Say it again, 100 degrees Celsius, correct?
100 degrees Celsius at sea level.
I'll go opposite of Franklin. I'm going to say opinion.
Okay, well, it is actually a fact.
Okay, I'm three for three wrong this
Oh
morning.
my God.
Okay. There's
This
three things I've learned. Three things I've learned
Exactly,
today.
that's a good way of seeing it. This is an objective, universal scientific fact that remains constant under specific atmospheric conditions. And you know why I think this is such an interesting game to play? Because we live in a world where fact and opinion gets very confused, and we all know many people will stand solid that what their opinion is actually fact. And they will die on that hill saying that their opinion is actually fact. And I think we need to back off a little bit
Yeah.
as just for all of us, all of us human beings living on this planet. I think we need to just back off a little bit and understand that our opinion is still our opinion. It doesn't make it fact, and we can actually be open to hear other people's opinions without shooting them down saying that is incorrect. It's an opinion. It's not right or wrong. It is an opinion. And so everyone is 100% allowed to have their opinion, and you should absolutely accept and respect and even love each other for that opinion. And right now, this world is not doing that at all. We are so stuck at stating that our opinions are facts, which is just not true. So
Wow. Beautiful. Yeah.
Mhm.
I just thought I'd mention that. But anyway.
Beautiful, Shireen. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this. This is Franklin's. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it. Franklin has shown the sign. If you're watching us on,
Oh, there's Shireen. Look
oh
at
my
Shireen's got
gosh,
hearts.
Yes.
if
How
you're
did you do
watching,
that?
I don't know. If you're watching on YouTube, listeners, you'll see that Franklin has literally been showing a heart sign with his hands about 3 or 4 times during the podcast. And so Tanya and I are currently holding up the same sign. And for some unknown reason, when I brought it up, there's hearts all around my face, and now I can't seem to do it again. So,
Thank
anyway.
you. Thank you, girl. So,
Oh, I can't believe we've come to the end of this podcast. It has been so much fun and so
thank you.
awesome to have you, Franklin. As Tanya
Thank you.
says, your story is so beautiful. You're so beautiful. We're so proud of you, the leaps and bounds you've come. You can only be an example to so many of us. Doesn't matter the age. You can be an example of so many of us of how if you want to do something, do it, right? Do
Thank
it.
you.
You want to move to a different
Definitely.
country? Do it. Hmm?
But you've been an inspiration to many with this intervention that you have for many people, sharing their experiences. This is something that is so meaningful. And thank you for that, because this is your contributions in this planet to make something better, even better people, better versions of it. Thank you so much. It's something that for me means a lot.
Oh, well, thank you. It means a lot to have you here. So, with that being said, just going to take some time because listeners, if they've really connected with you, with your story that you've shared and with our stories that we've shared, I'm just going to take some time for each of us just to share where the listeners can find us, right? Social media, whatever, number, email, you can decide what you want to share. But Franklin, you go first. Let us know where the listeners can reach you if they want to try and touch base with you.
Well, I'm very active in LinkedIn and also in Instagram. And then I have my website, of course. My websites leave a room to my email, professional email, that is j.franklin.art.hotmail.com. Anyway, just it's all written in there. And I would love to hear about people. I want to know their stories as well. That's what makes everything more interesting. What are the differences?
Yes, absolutely. Tanya, what about yourself?
So, like Franklin, LinkedIn is my home away from home. For the listeners out there that are new to us, I do oversee the mortuary program at Miami-Dade College in Miami, Florida. I also serve as an expert witness for funeral home and cemetery litigation for cases. And I also do senior placement, matching people with communities who can no longer live alone due to dementia and any type of dementia. So that's my wheelhouse. Any area that I can help, feel free to reach out on LinkedIn, and I would be happy to help you with your journey. And how about you, Shireen?
I love that, Tanya. Yes, so first of all, you can find me, Shireen Buerta, and my travels are not only on Be Wild 1985, which is my house on wheels, but also Shireen Buerta on all the social medias. More importantly, you can find Shireen's bookkeeping services on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook. Friends from Wild Places, well, you just have to search us on any of the podcast live streaming platforms, search Friends from Wild Places. We will come up. If you want to watch us and listen to us, we're on YouTube as well, Friends from Wild Places. The website is friendsfromwildplaces.buzzsprout.com. That's friendsfromwildplaces.buzzsprout.com. And we would really like to hear your feedback. Tell us what you think. Do you have any questions? Do you have any topics you would like us to cover? Please put that in the comments as well. We really appreciate your feedback. Again, if you want to support us, it's just $5 a month. We would really appreciate that from your side as well. Other than that, thank you so much to Franklin again for being on the show, Tanya for being my co-host. You're always amazing. Yeah, I wish you all the best, Franklin. And again, thank you for being on the show. And remember, you got this, and stay wild. Bye, guys.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've been listening to Friends from Wild Places with Shireen Buerta. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast from the links to catch every episode and unleash your passion.